when I launched Soulversity 3 years ago, I mean, I'm teaching for many years, but this brand Soulversity I launched around 3 years ago when I created this website, and 2 years, 3 years. I created a section in that which is called Human Library. And under that, I created a section called Heart to Heart. Now, this Heart to Heart was basically a one on one conversation with people where it was not about the meditation or essentially those people who are actually looking to walk on the spiritual path or learn meditation or mindfulness. It was for normal people, for everyone whosoever wants to share something or to learn something. So basically, reading the other person as not like going to the library and reading a book, but the concept of human library is that we are learning from each other, human to human directly, which is, I mean, a very beautiful way to create some meaningful connections also, and to find your kind of people where you feel that you can share. Now, it was there, the feature was there, but we have never worked on that because I did not get the time to actually work on that mainly. And then in last 2 years, it has actually became the idea became more matured in my mind, and I have been doing many things uh, many times with people, including uh, talking to people or going to schools and colleges or even companies or even in general groups, talking about simple general thing about some simple tips of life where you can include the conscious living without giving it the name of mindfulness or meditation or spirituality, because then it becomes available to everybody, because many people, they somehow think that meditation is not for them because there are, I mean, not everybody has actually come to our training or done it, so they don't know. But most of the people think that sometimes meditation is not for them, or spiritual path is not for them, or this is not the age, or whatever, whatever. But the fact is that we all are human and we all are same. We are now 8 billion people in the world. And if we talk about brown, black, blonde, all these are like hair colors, or fair skin or dark skin or yellow skin or brown skin, all these are skin colors, or blue, green, brown, black, these are just eye colors, or European or American or African or Indian or Asian or South Asian or Chinese, all these are like ethnicity. But if you remove all of them, all these layers, if you go beyond of them, you will see that you damn have 8 billion reflection of your own self in this world. And it is this huge. We are never alone. And the moment people get into this idea that they are alone, their downfall starts. Their emotional energy goes for a toss, and lots of energy they start to leak. We all of us have gone through this. We all of us have known this. And this is such a amazing thing. I don't know how people manage to do that, but this is such an amazing thing that when we have this 8 billion reflections of our own self in this world, or when the world is so full of people, still how everybody can feel lonely at times. People don't get a truthful ear, a truthful listener to listen to them, the person who can listen to them without judging, without giving them any knowledge, without giving them any kind of uh, you know analysis of that, or without uh, losing the interest. Many people just crave for somebody who can just listen to them, or somebody with whom they can share in a very safe and non-judgmental environment, right? And this is really huge because this is the point where I realize that people start to leak their energy and then they start to get in the trap and the cycle, and slowly they reach to a stage where either they are stressed or they are anxious or they are facing burnout or they get into depression. And everybody still talk about treatment. Mostly in the world, people only talk about the treatment, that okay, once something is already damaged, let's try to fix it. So then there are many ways. When people already get some problem, then they look for also something, that okay, now whatever is needed I will do. I need to do meditation or I need to do medication, I'll do everything because I need to fix myself. But the point is that in this normal world, what we are doing is somehow we are creating this illness. We are creating the possibility, the basic normal functioning of society or life is creating a kind of compulsory path to people, that they get stressed, they feel lonely, they feel anxious, they feel depressed, they feel misunderstood, they feel disconnected, and then they look for some solution. And if we get this kind of world, and if we keep living in such kind of world, and even if thousands of treatment we have or recovery methodology we have, what is missing is that we are still allowing everybody to first go down and then we will try to recover you. This is not a sign of a healthy society or healthy world. As some people who have lived with me for some days, they always know, and I always talk about what can we give back to world, what beauty can we spread in the world, where we don't think about what we are getting, but we think about what we are giving, because that brings the meaning, the depth in our life. I have realized that if we provide a simple, honest, non-judgmental connection to people, we will help them remain healthy. They will not need to get into the burnout state or the depression state. They would not need the recovery, and then when they will become spiritual or whenever they will walk on the path of growth, that will be for their expansion and not for their treatment. And I really dream of that kind of world where everybody just remain healthy. Of course, you cannot remain physically healthy, that's not possible. I understand the limit. But I truthfully believe that everybody has a possibility to remain mentally and emotionally healthy all the time. That's not compulsory that we go down mentally or emotionally. There can be a situation when we can remain healthy mentally and emotionally. And that is my base idea behind opening up this heart to heart to more people and announcing this global conscious listening community. We are here to listen. If you have a story to share, it's not necessarily need to be a sad story, it can be any story. People have stories. Like the other day, Caroline told me, oh, she loves stories. And I said, yeah, good. Because people have stories, and sometimes they have their happiness, but they don't know with whom to share. And sometimes they have a compulsion to share with somebody, but they inside keep fearing that, oh, the person will judge them, they will not only listen them, they will give them something, or they will give them some doubt. And this actually happens, that when we share some of the happy story with somebody, what we get is sometimes a judgment or a doubt, or something which is good enough to kill our happiness of that moment. We get this very often. if we can be, if we can provide that kind of listening to people, that they can share their stories, they can feel the connection, they can feel the relief, they can feel that they are not alone, they are not lonely, and they have people who can understand them, this would be a huge healing and a huge support to people. It would be a great meditative experience without actually doing any meditation, because that conversation can become a meditation for them. And this is what my idea is. So I am launching this Heart to Heart Global Conscious Community. We are going to have conscious listening volunteers. I will train them. We are going to have conscious listening experts who can do something called Zen counseling. Not a normal counseling where you're speaking too much. Zen counseling is a methodology where you bring people in a state where they discover their own path. You facilitate their coming to that junction, that here you have these two paths, what would you like to choose? So it is a very beautiful, subtle kind of support mechanism where you help people to recognize their own well-being and their own truth and their own purpose, rather than you telling them as a psychologist or as a traditional counselor that, oh, you should do this, you should not do this, because world is full of them. We will make it in a very different way. We will make souls empowered. That is our target. We will make the souls empowered. We will make the souls fulfilled, happy, blissful, and full of peace, love, and joy. So, the idea is based on the Four Noble Truths of Good Buddhas. Life is sorrow. There is a reason of that sorrow. There is a solution of that sorrow. And there is a situation to live beyond that sorrow. These were the Four Noble Truths Buddha spoke the moment he took birth. And my entire idea is actually based on that. That we will help them discover their situation of living beyond the sorrow. But it is for those who are like already, of course, for those who are trained as a listening experts, but for volunteers on the first level, it is just that we are here as a friend to listen to you if you have to share something. Now that is the idea. It is a global thing, and it is the real thing. It is not only online, it is in person, where volunteers will be available to help people to share their stories. That will help them build some meaningful connection and heal your heart and expand your heart, expand your sharing of light possibility, right? So this is our idea, and I've been working on that from before, and now we're launching it. And what I need right now, and on a first level, is that all those who want to participate, who feel that this idea is important and people would really get some help, and you want to, and this can be your opportunity to give it back to the life. First of all, you guys tell me that, hey, you can open your microphone and tell me if you like the idea or what do you think about this,
I
everyone.
like the idea very much, sir. It's
Yes,
just the need of the hour. I believe that it is a need of hour, and everybody feels like we want to share and we want to express each and every moment that we don't have somebody to be with, or but this forum will really help the need. Definitely, it's a wonderful idea. I'm glad to have.
very good.
Thank you.
Yes. And
Um, I think it's very much needed at this point of time because there are a lot of people out there. Sometimes they pretend that they're okay, but actually they're not okay. But it's just that they don't have a safe platform. And I think Solversity will be a good platform for them to come on board, at least to know that there are people who care for them. So I think it's a very good idea.
Good. All right, so this will be. I mean, of course, it's from Solversity, but it's not basically part of Solversity. I am making it a very independent community. We are calling it Heart to Heart Community, Heart to Heart Tribe, so that people who are not on the journey of meditation or spirituality also don't feel shy and they can just be part of it. So I just want to keep it very open for everyone, and also the idea is that it would be free or donation based, so not based on any charges, because it is with the concept of sharing your love and what you want to give back to life, right? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, anybody else wants to talk on this? Then I will tell you exactly how I'm planning it to work.
Hi Dev, Kanika here.
Hi Kanika.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, tell me.
It's a very beautiful thing. It's a blessing for a lot of people because it's not only about being sad or in the depression and in the anxiety moment, but yes, there are a lot of seekers nowadays, even the young and the old ones, who really need to share the journey of the step by step things that they are getting into towards their enlightenment. So I think this is really helpful, and um, it will give them a lot of answers also, especially from the experienced people from Solversity or the masters from everywhere. And we would have a lot of help of languages also in this. So yes, it's very
Yes,
nice.
yes, yes, yes. Very good. So basically, anybody can become volunteer, whosoever wants. It's not only about like our people in our community, but anybody in the world who feels that they have some compassion and they have some they are a good listener or they want to help, they have some empathy. Of course, everybody can become a listening volunteer. It's actually free program for everybody, and I'll be giving free training for this for to everybody about being a volunteer. So yeah, it will provide a great opportunity, and it can be in any language, of course. So language support will also be there. Yeah, this is going to be good. So I have already launched a website of this with a basic website to let people enroll themselves if they want. I'll just show you guys here. So can everybody see that?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's called Heart to Heart Community. Share your stories, heal your heart. So it's heart2hearttribe.com. And then it tells about what it is, its basic things, and supportive listening space, how we create that, find connection and healing in a safe space, what to expect. Of course, I'll be building more things over here, but right now it's kind of pre-launch where I just want to train some volunteers, so can go here and become a conscious listening volunteer, and what it means to be a volunteer, because volunteer would be the person who will have a certain protocol to follow, a certain training, so that they also would know the boundary setting, so they will not feel overwhelmed by the other person's sharing, right? So it is primarily, the idea is to give a pure authentic listening to somebody, but at the same time not to support, to bring them to the cautious sharing. By our cautious listening, we will make the person do the cautious sharing in a very subtle manner. So their sharing with you becomes a healing experience for them, and not to just justify their own things, and it can be just some simple happy light moments between friends, those kind of things also, and not necessarily anything big we need to expect from each session, but whatever the biggest big would be, that a person feels safe and accepted by you when the person is sharing. And that is the biggest thing we can give to the person, because entire world probably think, I always say that the biggest motivation for me to do this work is that I wanted to give the world what I did not get when I needed it. Similarly, if you guys feel that, this is what you also needed and now also need, then this is exactly what you actually give back to the world, because everybody needs these things, right? So it's more like a listening service with would be a code of conduct, and how to set your boundary, how to safeguard yourself, how to do the real authentic thing in a very simple manner. So you guys can go here and enroll now, and then enroll for the uh, training session which I'll be doing next Sunday. And after that, in that I will be explaining how you start your listening sessions, and then of course we will be building more things. So this is exactly what it is currently. And then I would ask you guys, if you would like to be the part of it, also spread the word, share about this. There is a separate Instagram page also there, which Mukta will be sharing in the group later. Tell your friends also whom you think would be interested in being this volunteer, so everybody can actually join. And uh, it would be just a free or donation based thing, so that people get all the comfort of just being very, very easy about everything, right? Fine, guys. You guys can switch on your microphone and tell me, what do you think?
Hi, guys.
I have go ahead.
Sure. No, I think it looks lovely, and I think I think of our teenagers. I know in England really struggling and with lots of anxiety and difficulties, and I think life doesn't feel very safe, and there are no safe spaces really, apart from the family home, hopefully, for some at least. But I think, yeah, to open that up, to anyone that feels their need to share, as you said, whether it's good or something less good.
Yeah. And actually,
Yeah.
this is a good thing you are saying. That's why I'm opening the house, so that we can discuss about the ideas. And also, I would like everybody to participate and share their ideas about it. That I want people also to be the volunteer of Heart to Heart, as a from all the kind of age groups and all the backgrounds, so that
Mm,
everybody can find somebody relatable to share,
mm,
right?
mm,
Because of course a teenager would not like to share things with a older person, thinking that, oh, that is my father's or mother's age, and they will gonna give me some, you know direction. I don't want that. I just want to share. So they need friend. So right now we need to present ourselves as friends, that we are here just to listen,
mm,
you know
yeah.
with minimal
But
interaction, but also giving them, like, using the cautious listening, making them a cautious speaker.
mm,
Because many
mm,
people sometimes they don't listen what they speak, but by our cautious listening they will also start to listen to themselves, and this would be huge. It will grow great compassion and patience inside you. All the volunteers will develop great compassion and patience and connection inside them.
mm, yeah. Yeah, I would love to be part of it.
Great, wonderful. Yeah. Okay, who else was speaking?
Meenakshi here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask the question because your training is on the 12th, right? So is there any other training
No, don't worry, because then it will be available. After 12th, that training will be available to everybody. So you can just go through it. It's a simple training because why I'm doing with you guys right now, because you guys already know many of the things. So I don't need to go in very detail. I just need to tell certain things and it would be done.
All right.
Right? So don't worry. But you can register yourself, and even if you cannot join the live class, it will be available after that as a recording, and then you
Okay.
can do
It's
that.
just on the 12th I'm traveling, so
Yeah,
that's I want.
but no problems. But I would, so basically, currently we are launching it. I'm still keeping it on a pre-launch phase, because then when we will be doing, we will start to face the practical questions, that how to do and what all things to do. Then we will be finding solution for each of the practical questions. So it will take maybe around couple of months to build the entire system, but I want you guys to just be like a founding volunteers, and later on we will go to the next level of it also, where people would like to have actually the counseling and coaching and direction from you guys, and that can be paid or something, but we will think about it later. But the first level, I would like to keep it free for everybody, so that people just feel safe and open and unburdened about everything, right?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Becky, you want to say something?
Hi, Dev. Yes, yeah. I think it's a really lovely idea. I'll definitely be interested in supporting that kind of approach to um help other people. I just so is it? I'm just a little bit I'm not completely aware of what it's going to look like. So would it be so people would be directed to the website
No,
who are
we will work out, but one thing is sure, that you would volunteer would always have the power to choose with whom you want to speak or not, right? Or you will always have, or in fact, you actually would start with your known people, saying that I am now this, and I am happy to listen to you, rather than going to unknown people. Everybody, even if they are known to you or not known to you, your family, your friends, they are still individuals, and they need sharing experiences, right? So all those things are not a problem. That is why I said that we will find out solution for all the practical situations, and initially whatever you feel easy and comfortable with, you can start with that, because it's not important that we need to heal somebody which is unknown to us. First of all, we need to heal somebody which is known to us, of course. you know but can you
I
be a
think
really good listener there, or with your friends, or with your some of the people, or maybe in your community, maybe in your community center around, where you can just put up a poster saying, oh, I am just doing this listening session this Sunday for 1 hour. Whoever wants to enroll can come, and we can see. I will be discussing these kind of ways in during the training next week. That is exactly what I'm gonna do.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
it can be doable. We will make it doable for everybody. And that is why I'm discussing, so that whatever concerns you guys have, we can find out the solution for that.
hmm So so people will come, they'll talk to you, so they'll schedule a time in.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
So there'll be a scheduled time,
Yeah.
and then it will be either phone call or face to face,
Yes. It
or
can be
this.
face to face, it can be online, both ways.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Dep-
Okay. Okay. And
depend on you, depend on your timing, depend on how much time you want to give. Probably you can tell them that, okay, we can have 30-minute session.
so I'm just wondering how much, like, what kind of things they're going to tell us, like what kind of
That
things.
that depends on them. But you will
Yeah.
have your boundary setting. If you don't feel comfortable about listening something, you can tell, no, I am not listening this.
Because we will need some training. Okay, if somebody says this, then we might need to take that somewhere or
That is
yeah,
what I'm going to
yeah,
train you with.
yeah.
Boundary
Okay.
setting is already there, so no problem. And anyway, it's a free service from you, so you always have a upper hand,
hmm
right? Volunteers will always have a upper hand.
Yes.
right?
Thank you.
Because that will make you lot greatly empowered also. I know sometimes we shy away that how to say this to people, what if they don't take it nicely, but basically over here you are helping them. So you will have a upper hand. You will know you are there truthfully to help them, but you are also not there to take their burden. So you will know how to do with it, because this will teach you about also how to handle things in your life normally, you know. Can be your practice ground for growth, right? Good idea. Good idea, guys. Yeah. All right, Santi, do you want to say something? You were already very excited about this.
Hi. You already have my submission. I already have the tickets for next week. So
Oh,
that's how excited I
already.
am.
Yeah, signed up as well.
Oh, wonderful. Great. So yeah, Mukta actually have uploaded invitation reel at 7, I mean like 30 minutes before the call started. So these guys have already done the action on that. So I'm very happy. But also I would say that share the reel on your stories, maybe spread the word so that we can have more people. I am thinking about that we should have some good number of volunteers to begin with, so that people actually can start knowing about it and making a difference. Because let's let's start healing like 1,000 people every week, something kind of that, so that we have like little big team, and then we know that okay, we are healing or helping people, at least 1,000 people in a week in the world. Good, huh? Let's do something good. So beautiful. I'm happy. And anybody else wants to say something on this?
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Nadine.
Nice to see
Good
you
to see
after
you.
such a long time. Happy
Yeah,
New Year from Germany.
yeah,
It's a great idea, I think.
yeah,
Can help so many people.
yeah.
I'm just wondering, will you put it in countries or how do you sort it? Do you know yet how you want to?
No, I don't want to put it boundary based.
Mhm.
But of course, if somebody wants to meet somebody local, then we will see whosoever is who want to make themselves available for local interaction, like in-person interaction, otherwise online. But we will work it out. But currently, I right now I'm focused about creating some volunteers and creating those kind of things that what volunteers can face, so that to
Mhm.
empower them. And then the practical delivery, the simple thing is already there, that you can actually then share on your social media and stuff, that you are a heart-to-heart listening volunteer, and whoever wants to share, you are available. And then depending on the person, how whosoever approach you, if you know the person, if that person is your friend or not, you can decide whether you want to do online or in person. So basically it all be decided by volunteers individually, right? I would like to keep the power in volunteers hand always. That is my idea. And then we will find the practical steps of it,
Okay.
right? So all your concerns and everything, I think would be addressed in the training next week. But after that also, if you would have some questions, or when you do it practically, after that, whatever phase you face, we will keep upgrading ourselves. Not a problem, right?
Mhm.
Good, wonderful.